the other thing that I've been doing this week, the end of June and the beginning of July, is to look at some old master paintings and to start to just sketch them out and look at the shapes and the construction of the paintings. So this was Mr. and Mrs. Robert Andrews by Gainsborough, and again I was quite careful with the proportions of this one. That's some of the feedback that I had from my first assignment, was to be careful when I'm mapping things out that I draw them accurately in the first place before I start to translate them into print. So that was that one, and Return of the Prodigal, which is a Rembrandt painting that I've loved for a long time. Just working out the construction on that, and I think the challenge with this one, there's this really warm embrace going on, and then the sort of upright disapproval of the older brother. So in making that into an abstract, it would be still trying to capture that mood of the picture. And this one is Degas' Absinthe, and what I liked about this one was the planes of the tables, because they're almost sort of floating, levitating almost through the middle of the picture, and I thought that makes a really nice abstract feature. And the figure here is almost just a sort of flows through underneath that shape. So I think that's a good abstract construction one to do. And then I have also been doing these ones here. So Portrait of the Painter's Mother, Whistler. I hadn't realised he'd sort of done that as an exercise in grey and black, so actually a lot of the work's done for me there. It's almost abstract before I start. Then Girl with a Pearl Earring, Vermeer, again really good blocky shapes of the shoulder and the cuff, the face, the hat and the scarf. But the thing to retain about that would be it's the white of the eyes and the earring and the moisture on the mouth, which sort of make the picture. So they would be the challenges for the features to retain in the abstract painting. And this is Roquebrune Venus, Velasquez, and again I just like it was a completely different shape to the others, which are fairly geometrical, whereas this one is curves, and you've got this very interesting mirror effect here. So it's in the middle of all these curves, you get this hard rectangle with the two faces looking at each other. So interesting construction there. And this was Giotto's Flight into Egypt, which I don't know that it's a serious contender. It's very complicated, but as I looked at it, I realised there's an awful lot of it's based on triangles. There's the two mountains, and then there's Mary's cloak, and there's Joseph's cloak as well. And then the donkey, almost you can't. The figures are the things that dominate the picture, and the mountains, and then you suddenly realise there's this donkey with its rein sort of flowing through, and that's what makes the sort of forward movement of the picture, and I suppose the way the triangles are facing as well. So that's it is a picture of a journey, and it's a picture where the construction helps it move forward as well. And the last one, another Degas one, the woman in the bath, in the tub, and again I think that's got a lot of potential for an abstract as well, because you've got these curves, flowing shapes, and then they're sort of cut off by this vertical line of the arm and a bit of the door down here. I think this is probably my favourite one at the moment to make it work as a purely abstract shape. But yeah, it's been really good fun doing that. I've enjoyed looking hard at the construction of the paintings, even though all the things I've chosen have been fairly well known.